right, so I gotta make a quick interruption to today's video, and no, this is not an ad. I wanted to let you guys know that we do read the comment section. We have seen a lot of the negative comments in regards to the spoon rear bumper and diffuser on the S2000. So to remedy that, what we ended up doing is picking up a brand new AP2 rear bumper direct from Honda. So we literally just picked this up from the dealership, and we are going to send this out to Torrey Pines Collision to be painted in the same gunmetal that the car is. We also picked up a carbon fiber rear diffuser that will fit on the stock rear bumper that we think a lot more people are going to care for. If you do happen to be the winner of the car, you get to make your choice. You get to either have the S2000 OEM AP2 bumper with the carbon rear diffuser, or you get to run the spoon rear bumper with the spoon rear diffuser. So we'll leave it up to you guys. I just want to say we appreciate all of the comments. We do read all of them, and we want to make something that one of you guys is super stoked on. So we hope you guys appreciate that as well. So that's it. Now enjoy the rest of the video.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Throttle YouTube channel. My name is Quinn. I got Gary in the house with me. We have some S2000 content for you guys. We've been making really good progress on putting our S2000 back together. Today, we're gonna tackle the exhaust system. So we have the rest of the ready turbo kit. We have the downpipe for that, and a coupler that's gonna allow us to run the factory catalytic converter. And we have a beautiful new ready catback exhaust for the S2000. Very nice piece. We have a few tip options. We're not 100% sure what tip we're gonna end up running on the car, so we might experiment. What do you think, Mr. Gary?
I think you should run a long tip.
Yeah, we got a few. It is a bit longer than the stock one. So
I eyeballed this. I'm pretty good at looking at tips.
So we're gonna have to get the exhaust hung on the car and kind of experiment, because our spoon bumper definitely has some flavor to it. I'm curious to see which tip is gonna end up looking the best on it. So we have a lot of work to do. Before we even put the exhaust on, we have to get our drive shaft in, a couple of heat shields, and a couple more factory parts, and then we can start getting to our gritty exhaust. So let's get into it. We're gonna get this thing up in the air. That was a cue. Yeah, baby, let's go. We have our drive shaft in. We're gonna replace the slave cylinder because Will damaged ours when it came out.
Good job, Will.
Will was told to damage this.
It wasn't Will's fault exclusively. It was kind of a mix.
It was a group effort. So the downpipe's about to go on, so we're gonna put this gasket on the back of the turbo so we can put the downpipe on the car.
Poof. All right, so we have our hangers and we have our WD-40 Specialist Silicone. Now this is safe to use on non-metal surfaces such as rubber without corroding them or causing them to break down. And it has a temperature rating of negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is gonna be safe to use on hot exhaust like this. It's not gonna leave any kind of residue. It has 2 times the lubrication property, and it is a perfect use for this. So that's it, our Gretty exhaust is installed. If you want to get to know the wide variety of WD-40 products, head to the link in the description below.
Since Quinn and Will put on the exhaust, they led me to the hard part, which is putting on the tip, which is the hardest part of the car, because you know, if you kids aren't familiar, this is the part of the section that will get burnt if it decides to shoot a flame or not. So we have this nice, long, burnt titanium Gretty piece, and then we have this one right here.
little kick down on it, looks pretty nice, and then we have the piece that the exhaust came with. So we're gonna swap them out, see which one we like.
The cool thing about this is that it's held on by 3 Allen key bolts on it, so you can swap it out. Say you want to not look like a goofy goober, you just want something to look long and sturdy, you just kind of slide it on there. Oh, don't forget, that's silly. Why don't they put it this way? Like, wouldn't you want it to say Gretty this way? Not my
I
problem.
think you're upside down. Rotate it 180. Yeah.
I like that, it's snug, look at that.
I'm kind of in on that. Yeah. Let's throw the turn down tip on and get it on the ground, and then we'll swap it out for that one.
Oh wow, this one feels a little looser.
Yeah, that looks kind of sick though.
That kind of matches the bumper a little bit more.
It gives a little flair.
I don't know. Let's bring it down. I want to see it on the ground.
Yeah, the turn down tip with our STI a long time ago when we did the Gretty collab with the exhaust, we were between the turn down tip and the straight on the STI, and I don't think it fit there, but I think this looks really good because this rear bumper is so like open with the diffuser.
That's the longest one right there.
Ooh, that's sick.
That's also the left.
That looks really good too. I like that one too.
I don't know, I kind of like that one more.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
That is
I
nice.
like how
That
it
was really
sticks
good.
out.
I think the reason I like the turn down is because of the welds and stuff.
All right, Garrett, we're gonna leave it up to Gary. Gary, what do you want?
Oh, it's on you, Gary!
Don't mess it up. The comment section.
Are the people gonna like you or hate you for this?
I don't like this.
Okay.
This is cool, like Mr. Mickey said, they got these cool little pie cuts and everything, but something about the long one with the long burnt titanium tip is nice.
Boom. All right.
All right, it's decided.
It's decided.
That's it.
Send to
Comment down below if Gary made the right choice.
All right, we are here at Cartboy. We do all of our shift knob laser engraving here. We did our exhaust tips we did when we did the Gretty throttle collab a while back. So I literally only have to make one tip today. Here we are, Cartboy, laser time. Throttle Hoonigan logo going on each side of the Gretty exhaust tip here. And we only have one. So we only get one shot, Tom.
We did that before.
Whoa.
Slow.
Oh, that's cool.
It actually shows what it's gonna do.
Yeah. Zoom out.
Come down just a hair.
Yeah, come down just a hair. But you think you're good left to right? Say we send it.
I'm ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
You're not supposed to look at
Try
that.
not to look at that.
I think we did it. Look at that. One of one. That's dope. Other side. Fire in the hole. I want to do the honors this
There you go,
time.
you do it.
You ready? And there we go. We nailed it.
Done.
Thank you.
Oh, we're high fiving.
I don't know what we're supposed to do anymore.
Awesome. That's it. Every time I do it, I feel like it's gonna be hot. But it's
It's a little.
perfect. Open that up.
What is this?
Check it out.
Ah.
Ooh, you like that?
Oh.
One of one. Hopefully that's right. Let's see.
This looks good, especially from the side.
Yeah, it's probably.
All right, now our turbo system and exhaust is complete. It is time for me to work some technical magic using the thumb drive that was sent with the Gretty turbo kit to upload a flash tune to the ECU. That way, when it's reading the data that is shown by using the force induction setup that we just installed, it's not gonna freak out and throw a check engine cell. So I got some magic to do with the laptop, flash this thing, and then we'll start it up for the first time with the turbo and exhaust. All right, that is the flashed ECU for the Greddy Turbo kit. It's all good, no errors or nothing. It says successful, so I'm just gonna save and close, unplug everything, and it's time to start this thing.
It's time to start this thing.
Time to fire it up.
Give me a solid one. It's time to start this thing.
It's time to start this thing.
Now that we finished the turbo kit and the exhaust system, it's time to get this thing back on the road. We need to bleed the brakes and bleed the clutch to do that. All right, so we just went around the first time. So whenever we do like a fresh brake setup like this, so none of the calipers or none of the lines have fluid in them. So I opened them up, well, just pumped until we start seeing fluid out. Usually it's super aerated when it first starts coming out. Usually it'll start coming out a little bit clear, and then I'll shut it off. And I do that on each bleed screw around the entire car, just to know that we have some fluid in all of the calipers. Now we're gonna go around and do the typical pump 3 times, crack until we see clear fluid, around the whole car again, and then that'll be kind of like our final bleed. From there, we'll check pedal feel, see how it feels when the car is running, and then if we need to bleed it again, we will. So let's keep going. Brake system's fully bled. Now we're gonna move on to the clutch, get this thing bled. So we finished bleeding our clutch, finished bleeding the brakes. I'm gonna hop in, make sure the pedal feel is good. And then we got some coolant here. We're gonna fire this thing up, hear the new Greddy exhaust, and start bleeding our cooling system. That feels good. It is definitely a little bit stiffer than stock. Yeah, I think we're good. Next up, we're gonna fill this thing up with coolant. So we got a little coolant jug here to help us bleed it quicker and easier. So we're gonna fill it up and get all the boys out here and get this thing fired up.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that was on, sorry. So, Mr. Will's in the driver's seat, Quinn's on safety, Ricky's just doing shit as usual, and we're gonna hear this car start with the Greddy exhaust and the Greddy turbo. I'm excited because
Turbo.
it's a Greddy turbo, right?
You guys put a turbo on this thing?
I did nothing.
Man, I missed the whole process.
You missed the part where we put the half sport bushings on? Man, actually, my hands was dirty. I mean, you can't tell now, but I did stuff. And y'all got really good soap here down at throtl.
Yeah.
I didn't have to wash my hands with old socks.
Wow. As long as they weren't crunchy socks.
You ready?
All right, let's give her a rip.
Wow! Good old Honda. Just like that, baby. The exhaust sounds great.
The exhaust sounds really nice. It's actually louder than I thought it was gonna be, but it's like deep and throaty. It sounds good.
Super smooth too. It's like the first time we started up.
Yeah.
Tell me when I can rev it.
What do you think, Will?
Sounds good. Can't really hear outside of the noise of the car, you know, it's such an enclosed space.
What do you think, Ricky?
I thought it was gonna be extremely loud, so I'm glad he's not. I'm glad he's like, it's that perfect pitch. Stop it. A little bit of smoking from all the oily fingernails from Quinn. But yeah, no leaks so far.
Huh?
What do you think? How's it sound?
I couldn't hear you over that beautiful Greddy exhaust. It sounds good. This is really crazy to see that you guys built the car in what, less than 4 weeks? And it runs, it sounds good. It's not making any funny noises. It's not on fire. It's not on fire, so that's a good thing. Oh, you guys built quality stuff.
Fire is fun, but
So it's running good, sounds good, it's idling really nicely. We have a little bit of smoking coming from the exhaust side because we're handling all the turbo and the manifold and all that stuff. We got like oil on our gloves, so all that's just gonna burn off. Other than that, things running great. So we're letting the cooling system do its thing. I want everything to come up to temp. I want the fans to actuate, and then we'll know we'll be good. Everything's good so far. So our cooling system is fully bled, the engine is running great, and one last piece we're gonna do is this. This is a JSP Fab radiator stay. It is a beautiful aluminum piece, and we're gonna upgrade from this, which is our stamped steel factory doo-doo looking radiator stay, some nice beautiful aluminum ones. Next up, we're gonna start dressing the back end of this car, putting it all back together. We're gonna start with the OEM taillights. So we're actually gonna refinish these and sand them and make them all nice because they're a little rough. Before we do that, we're gonna actually upgrade from the bulbs that came from the factory to a set of XB LED bulbs by Morimoto. If you guys wanna upgrade your factory lights to a set of LED lights, hit the link in the description. So let's get the bulbs in these and get these things in the car.
What you got, Ricky? What you playing with?
Yeah, so this is the third light that goes on the trunk, and I'm gonna be installing this. These are already LEDs, so there's no light bulbs for this. So just gonna throw this thing on, put a couple of nuts in it, plug it in, and we should be all set.
Cool, look at that, dude. Old bulb, not very cool. New LED bulb. Very cool. So we've got one for the turn signal and we've got one for the tail light, which I think we're gonna have to disassemble this to get to. We have a few more pieces from Cusco we're gonna be throwing on the car. We've been waiting for the exhaust to be on, and now that it's on, we can install these pieces. That is going to be it for today's episode, guys. We have a lot of progress done on the S2000. We're that much closer to getting this thing running and driving. We have all of our fluids done, brakes are bled, clutches working and fixed. Thank you, Will.
Little slave cylinder issue there.
Our engine fired up for the very first time. It sounds amazing. We don't have any oil leaks. We added coolant. We also don't have any coolant leaks, which is a really good sign.
It's a good running engine.
Yep, we still need to run it in. Will got the tune all loaded up. We got Cusco bits on. We got our taillights on. We are very close. The S2000 is turning out amazing. We do still have quite a bit of work to do, so stay tuned for that in a future episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
I'm keeping this car, bro.
I hit you with the shoe of 1,000 men. Come here, head boy. Come here. I'm not about to ride. Something might slip.
Shout out, John. I'm gonna say shout out. Big shout out.
Where's my QuickBooks? I need to do my QuickBooks.
QuickBooks?
My QuickBooks.
All right.
Wait, who is that?
QuickBooks is the way you track everything when you do expenses,
Come on, Nate.
If
right?
you're into small business.
What are you new?
Yeah, I'm a small business, beauty hustlers, right? Oh, transmission.
Transmission number 2.
Excuse me, Mr. Hunter.
Sorry.
Gary.
Yo,
Gary, they need you over here.
you need me?
They need you.
No, I'm not gonna be the f***ing hamburger. Come on.
Who, me? I stay ready.
Welcome to Throtl. How can I take your order?
What if we had it coming out of the hood?
That'd be cool. Never mind. I don't like hood exit exhaust. Those are tacky. Those are for like drag cars and
Those are for actual fast cars.
yeah. When you put hood exit exhaust on like BMWs,
I feel like you're trying to disrespect someone if you put a hood exit.
who
Anybody. Like,
Yeah.
if you have a hood exit and you're not climbing on people, like, what are you doing?
you got to be like dumb. Like Civics with big turbos need hood exits, not like
Yeah.
stock Z's with
You
no
see
cats.
all the 4G guys, they put them like right out here in front of the bumper. That's a just.
Those and Evo dudes do that.
Yeah, that's a 4G setup.
I put the new 4Gs on the whip. back. Oh, you wouldn't know. On back in the day, like on what was it, like country music television, or like yeah, they used to play like off-roading. Like early in the morning, they'd be like, we got this brand new pickup truck that we're gonna install our brand new Harley carburetor on. Yeah, you see, he would know.
You know what?
It would be on Sunday mornings. It'd be off-roading or 4x4. One of them, some girl would install, and some two old dudes. Yeah, I think,
Wait, Gary, why are you bringing the car down?
because I'm tired of seeing his drawers and his belly button, bro.